guys, welcome back. Any newbies, welcome to our sacred and loving space. We are going to be doing trifecta readings tonight. I got my twin flame over here, Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot, my girl Jess from Whispers of Grace Healing, the twin flame whisperer. She just doesn't know it yet. And we got a couple people already signed up, so be sure to secure your spot so you can get some beautiful messages from your spirit guides, from our higher selves. We always look forward to these Fridays, y'all. I love being with you guys. I love being with my Vibe Tribe. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is the first time that I have done live readings on my channel, so I'm like super fucking hype over here, y'all. Anything y'all want to add, you guys?
My name's Danny. I'm her twin flame, and Brooke's twin flame. I forgot there's two of you. If you guys are looking for, if you like what you see and you're kind of called to me, you can get a personal reading from me just by going to my YouTube channel and checking out any one of those videos underneath those videos in the description. You can find my stuff. Hey Stephanie, how's it going? Nice to see you. And this is Jess over here. She'll tell you her deeds.
I'm Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing, and I'll keep it sweet and simple. I am so honored to be working with these two, and the journey that we have all been on together has been a wild one, but we worked really well together, and they are truly my family, and I am super excited to be here once again with both of you, so thank you for sharing this loving energy with me.
Always. Hey, Christina.
Scorpio season, y'all. Hell yes. That's my energy for anybody that doesn't know. I'm a Scorpio Sagittarius cuss. Probably dominant trait Scorpio, right, babe? Which can be fun, but the Scorpio energy is a very powerful energy, especially when you really know how to tap into it and embrace the shadow aspects of the Scorpio energy. But Scorpio energy is all about death and rebirth, right? Transformation. Beautiful. I love Scorpio energy, and I'm so happy to be in Scorpio energy. We about to fuck some shit up tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
Usual.
Hey, everybody joining. Thanks for stopping in. I'm so excited, y'all. It's the first reading I've done as a twin flame, knowing I was a twin flame with my twin flame, with one of my best friends.
Yeah.
First time on my channel live. Like, I'm fucking lit over here, y'all. And please feel free to take this energy in. I love and enjoy sharing it with you guys.
I just noticed Em said that they are an Aries and Taurus test, and I'm actually a Taurus with trine Aries, so I get you. Like, I get it. Oh, Lord.
My mom's a Capricorn, so, like, I definitely am pretty aware of the earth energy, you know what I mean? It's so cool, you know, well, for one, I guess when you figure out the different qualities and aspects of different signs, but then you actually become aware of, like, the energy that the signs bring individually, and then the energy that, like, as an earth sign, all of the signs have, you know?
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Well, and too, on that aspect, you know, because, like, at the last time we were in Florida, Paul brought this up to me because, you know, words hold power, and, like, I love Capricorns. I have a ton of friends who are Capricorns. I've always been drawn to Capricorns. And two of my greatest loves, well, I thought, were both Capricorns. But Both of them were long-standing relationships, but toxic as hell. So, and I was like, I can't be with Capricorns. Like, obviously, they never turn out well. But it's the shadow aspect. We all live in different shades and variations of our truth, and most of us do live in that gray period. But when they start to dabble more in the darker side and not realizing the trauma and the pain that they're holding on to, they can start to get really unhealthy and very unbalanced. So it brings out a lot of those really dark shadow aspects of self. But it is what it is. You never really know, do you?
And you know what I just thought about? Me and you share a lot of similar experiences when it comes to parents. And it's kind of funny. You're a Taurus. Your mom's a Scorpio. Mm-hmm. I'm a Scorpio. My mom's a Capricorn. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool that we have each other to kind of bounce things back and forth.
Exactly.
On each other.
Hey, Xavier. How you doing, honey? Hey, Ellie.
You're on the fire sign.
Hey, Darcy.
As I'm a Sag moon, but I end up mothering them. I can see that. Oh, I can see that for sure, yeah.
We got Michelle and Darcy in the house. Hey, everyone.
Hey, what up, Beth?
My brother, dude.
Ellie, look at all my motherfucking people in here. I love that y'all show up for us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys, make sure that y'all like and share. We got 12 people watching, and I just liked it, so come on.
Oh, I don't even know if
motherfucking love, y'all.
I have to like it in a bit.
Happy birthday, Darcy. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, really? My brother's birthday's today. Happy birthday, Darcy. We love ya. Oh, you been on that, girl. You been on that.
So yeah, guys, don't forget to like, share, and if anyone wants to get on the list, we're still using my PayPal link, which is down below in the description box, to sign up. We already have 2 people on the board, so if you would like to get on that list, how this works is it is a $60 love donation because you're getting 3 beautiful people working on your specific question. So once we get to your game, please have your question ready so we can help as many people as possible tonight. We are going to allow Danny to open up the gates to the spirit and close with the ceremony. So,
I got this.
Yes.
Look it up, Meg.
All right. Oh, Spirit, we come to you, all these beautiful souls from our love tribe. Man, Mercury retrograde's all up inside my mouth. Spirit, yeah, we come to you in love, in unconditional love, all of us, as we look for messages that will give us guidance from you guys on our journeys. And at this time, we ask that we open up a sacred circle and invite all our higher selves, the higher selves of those who are watching and those that they may be watching for, to come into this sacred space. We ask that all of the higher self, or the higher vibrations of angels, ancestors, helpers, to also come into the sacred space, and all those vibrations that have lower energy, we ask that they are removed, cleared, and blocked from the space at this time. As that is done, I ask for a white, rainbow, and violet light of protection to surround this space, laced with the eternal flame, to ensure that only messages for the highest good of those watching comes through. So be it. Oh.
So motherfucking be it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel feel it. We're going to have some good messages tonight, y'all.
Oh yeah, there's some good energy.
Oh,
Some good energy going on right now. I just got a few more texts.
is it always that twins are cussed? No, not always. Jessica, are you cussed? No.
Well, I was actually supposed to be born on April 20th, which is the last day of Aries season, but I was a typical Taurus and stubborn as hell, so I decided to be 8 days late. I'm good. I'm comfortable. We'll wait this out.
I'm sure your mom appreciated that.
So we have Christina G on the board first, and then Elizabeth.
Ooh, Christina, I've seen you get. She's from your channel, right, Jess? I've seen you get readings so many times. I get to be in one now. Pisces and Aries cuspers. I'll tell you what, y'all. I love a freaking Pisces. I don't know what it is about a Pisces. I don't know if it's y'all's mind or just the energy. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But I've always said that, like, Pisces is one of my favorite energies. And this past weekend, I went to a party. And I ended up playing foosball at a party, y'all. Everybody's drinking. I'm just straight chilling, right? I ended up playing foosball with a Pisces for 2.5 hours. Like, just mad talking, chilling, cooling. Just, oh my God, it was awesome. I love me a Pisces. What's happening with the twin flame journey? Ooh, goody, goody, goody. Transformation, that's for sure. Ending of cycles. Anything that is not served is being pushed away. And the thing is, the more you step into the love and focus on the love, none of the shit that doesn't serve doesn't even matter, because the way it works is the more you step into the light, the more the light gets brighter, and the more the darkness is just completely snuffed out. You don't even have to do anything. It's just how it works.
It's actually really, really cool how it all works that way. Like, it's so cool how that love just like comes in and pushes everything right out.
Just does all the work for you, you know? If you literally just focus on the love and loving yourself and being love and being in the moment, releasing things that you can't control, if you just focus on that, it's Spirit's job. And Danny's made me realize this. That's Spirit's work. You know, that's where Spirit comes in and God comes in and your spirit guides and ancestors. Like, that's what they do. We're in the 3D. We got to focus on just being love in the 3D. That's it.
Filling yourself up, keeping your vibration high, you know, or like we're also human, and we have to kind of do the dip, but we don't have to dip super low. We can just like transmute it, give it back to Spirit, you know. That's if we've done a lot of work, and when you've done a lot of work, Spirit wants to help you with that too, you know. You just got to
But a lot of people think doing the work is, I have to take this action, I have to cut this out of my life, I have to take this person out of my life. Doing the work is just following your purpose, and by following your purpose, the direct result of being who you are meant to be in this world, boom, your twin flame, boom, union. You know what I mean? Everything you've ever wanted, all God has ever asked any of us to do is just our journey. That's the work, y'all. The work isn't focusing on cutting people, places, and things out of our life. The work is focusing on, how can I be who I'm supposed to be in this world, and then just doing that, being that. That's it.
In love.
Then there's no resistance to your manifestations.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear okay? You guys? Just wondering. I don't have my mic tonight. Mercury retrograde just said, nope, not happening. I was just wondering. Messages of the highest good only, please. Messages for Christina when it comes to the twin flame journey. Messages to push Christina on the path she desires most.
Oh, just for you too, Chris, I'm going to pull out my twin flame cards too, I guess.
I
Right?
love those cards, babe.
Yeah.
Okay, seriously, Spirit, they said past life relationship. Don't we know? Come on now, Spirit. We know that already. Christina knows that. Give me something juicy. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. That could be your inner child, their inner child, or literally children in your lives. Get one more for the overall energy, please, Spirit. Thank you so much.
It's whatever you feel called to do. If you feel called that, in order to raise your vibration more, by not eating meat, then by all means, that's what you feel called to do. Then follow that calling.
So, Christina, I'm assuming that you are in separation with your twin, who you believe to be your twin. Give your relationship a chance. Children and past life relationship is like the overall energy for the heart space for you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. We'll take a look after this reading and add you to the list.
What you got for me, Spirit? What you got for Christina? Please. Heart space for Christina and her flame.
Jess, they ain't talking very loud. Oh, finally got something here.
I'm just now seeing y'all's yeses. Alright, 2 more shuffles, please. Here's one. Christina, you're a Libra Scorpio cusp. One message I'm getting for you is to really embrace and step into your Scorpio energy, which makes perfect fucking sense. It's Scorpio season, right? But there's something, there's something within your heart space or your feelings and emotions with this connection that is a little bit out of alignment with the truth. Meditating would help with that. Twin flame card just popped up clarifying this message. So when it comes to your twin flame, I would try to meditate or step into my Scorpio energy, lovers. And what was it, Spirit? It'll come back to me. I forgot.
There's no shuffling. Do y'all mind if I go ahead?
Oh, yeah.
So this is on the 3D level. I'll tell you, both of y'all, and it goes with everything that, not only I have been feeling, but a lot of people have been feeling, and it is true with the Scorpio season upon us, the whole rebirth, man. The growing pains are so real right now, and he is feeling it. Okay. He is literally feeling every ounce of it. I do feel that he is trying to stay focused on work right now. He's trying to distract himself in a lot of ways because he's being pulled to move forward. He's being pulled to take action, and Spirit is like pushing him really hard to face these things and keeping y'all in separation. Because on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords. I mean, he's losing sleep. He's thinking so much about this, okay? But we have very soon healing family issues. So I feel like there's that cusp of finding the core issue of like the belief system on love and family and healthy relationships. That's coming to the forefront right now. On your side, we have attraction, forgiving and learning, and paying attention to the red flags. I really feel that you're kind of going back and forth, which kind of makes sense. On your lower days, it's like all these these warning signs come up, and you start to feel those triggers of what needs to be forgiven, what needs to be let go. But then on your high moments, you're so in tune. Once you get past that bridge of feeling like, oh man, this shit sucks, you know, then you come out the other end of it and you're like, oh, I finally feel that weight lift, right? I feel completely in my element, and you know, you're so present in the moment that you're really seeing the beauty behind these lessons, and feeling that release is a really good feeling towards you, I'm hearing as well. We do have the Death card, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So on your side, I feel like, you know, everything that you're kind of going through right now on a 3D level, what you're seeing around you is this huge shift that's bringing you more into awareness of your emotions and what it's taking to let go of these obstacles and this resistance, so that you can finally have this new beginning as you showing up as the king and queen of matching energy, right? So that can allow that communication to really come forth and come quickly, right? Like that's what you're trying to manifest. And it's because you've never met anyone like him, and you find this connection completely intoxicating. You just want more. You want to talk it out. You want to hear him out. But you also understand that there are things in your life that feel like this is kind of where that resistance is coming in, because we've been having this talk for quite some time, where we speak over, look, and Danny can also vouch for this, thinking that we have to have all of our karmic cycles and all of our baggage in order for union to happen, but we don't. And they are the perfect example, right? They're still working through a lot of their stuff, and, you know, thinking that you have all this baggage that you're holding on to, or that you were holding on to, that you didn't want to drag him in it, there might still be underlying belief patterns there. So even though you're like, I want you to come towards me, but I don't want to dump my shit on you either. That's kind of the feeling. So there's like this push and pull that's coming from you right now. But I do see that the more you pay attention to these red flags and bring that into awareness and claim that it's already yours. This is already happening. The divine is already involved. They are putting everything in plan for you, right? And no matter what, when you realize that you have been pushing that resistance of saying, but I don't want to drag you into my shit, like, we need to be able to have that partner by our side that can get through the shit storm with us. No matter if we have makeup on, our hair's done, if, you know, we're lazy and sleep all day and watch movies while we're ice cream and cookies, because that's what our bad days look like. We want someone that's going to support that just as much as our good days, right? So understand that the power that you two are reflecting off of each other, the more that you come into your open state of love, receiving and giving, and just simply allowing yourself to be free in your energy and know that whatever is meant to be yours is going to be yours, because the divine has already said that this is the plan, right? So understand that that's what's going on your side. On his side, he's trying to call you in. He don't even realize it, I don't think, because we have let go of control issues and children. So again, Brooke already pulled that too. It could be that there are children involved, or inner child work needs to happen. But with the healing family issues, I feel that this is where it's that little boy inside is, you know, trying to control how this is all going to play out. Like, he wants you in his life, but again, y'all are marrying each other, so there's this pull. You're intoxicating, but I don't want to drag you in my shit. I'm not right yet, you know. So he's trying to figure out the best way to come about this situation to make sure that it's not only beneficial for you both, that it's actually long standing, because on the bottom of the twin deck that I've created says, deep down I know what I must do, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. And I feel like that's what both of you are trying to do at this time. He does have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, but the Page of Pentacles is reversed. So I feel like, you know, again, with the messages that I'm getting from the Twin Flame deck is, you know, he's trying to distract himself with all these different things, but in reality, he's just deceiving himself because, again, it's this push and pull. Like, I feel that once you come to this is it. We are meant to be together. And when it is divine time, when Spirit says we are ready to be together, it will happen, right? It is going to happen. And he is going to show up on your doorstep, okay? I don't know where that came from, okay? But the Seven of Cups, you know, there's just a lot of illusions, and I feel like he's trying to, like, talk himself out of offering this new beginning of working together, like actually sitting down and having this conversation of, okay, like, how do we go from here? And just putting everything out on the table, because his mind is in control right now is what I'm feeling, okay? Because with the control issues, he's trying to protect that inner child, and this is why the healing family issues needs to be addressed, because he's calling you in, but if you call something in before it's time, you're not going to get the most out of it, right? And it could actually end up making matters worse, and then everything that you work towards is null and void, right? It just disrupts the pattern. So I do feel that on a deeper level, he wants to be able to come towards you. He wants to be able to say, like, this is what I can offer you, and this is what I want for both of us to be able to work through these things together. But that inner child is just so wounded right now, and he's really working through that a lot. So the messages that I got from him are, I'm working on releasing fear, guilt, and animosity. Deep down, I feel I missed an opportunity. I don't want anyone to steal this connection from me, but I don't know how to show up for you because you deserve the best. So I don't know if he thinks that you've already moved on, or that, you know, you might be entertaining someone else, or whatever the case may be, but he's feeling like he's missed out on an opportunity because you decided to go in a different direction, and he feels you doing the work. He feels you, like, raising your vibration, and you know, he's really thinking about how he went about certain things in the 3D. So he's saying, I can't help but wonder what you're up to now, and if you're still mad at me, could you forgive me for how I acted out of fear? So everything he did towards you, whether it was just, you know, lack of communication, running, whatever the case may be, all of that was out of fear. It was all to protect his inner child. And he's really wondering now, like, what is going on in your life, and he wants to know those details. He does try to ignore what he's feeling, consistently trying to distract himself, but your memory haunts him. Okay, he can't get you off of his mind. So understand that both of you are going back and forth between these energies in the 3D, but both of you are going through significant healing processes and facing those fears. Okay, so that's what I got.
Beautiful, Jessica.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Danny, do you want to go next, love?
Oh, all right. Thanks, babe.
Fuck it up, babe.
All right. So Look, I'll tell you the bright side. The Four of Wands are in both of your minds, on both sides of the table here. So that definitely means that the connection is on both your minds. It's there. You more so. Let's see. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups in reverse, the Strength card, and the Prince of Pentacles. It's almost like, okay, I cut out all of my shit. I did all this work. Where's my prince? You know what I mean? I gain the strength to get here, and Spirit's really saying, yeah, you've come a long way. You got the Metamorphosis card. You've got devotion, on your side. You've been devoted to this cause and to your path. And you have the nostalgia card as well. So it's really saying, we honor you for your work, right? But now it's time to surrender. Like you got to this point, and when I got to this point, and when Brooke got to this point, this is it. This is the final point that you have to get, that you have to go through, and it doesn't matter how long this takes. It's just got to take this long, on both sides as well. So, and you got the Four of Wands. So his side, it's like the Two of Swords, stalemate, indecision, with regards to his divine feminine, the Empress card. And that's you, obviously. The Four of Wands came out with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This card here, out of the Twin Flame deck, it's reevaluation. So, to me, it's pretty certain what he has to do, but what he's stuck on is this Queen of Wands and Seven of Swords. So, some kind of loyalty issue to you, I'm guessing, in the past, or or he has to clear up things that are blocking him from being loyal to you. This card says confident and magnetic. So that might be a space that he's lacking in right now, especially when it comes to you. And then, I also get with this Seven of Swords is that walking away, right? Taking all that he needs to gain in order to as far as cutting the things out of his life, or gaining clarity with regards to his mindset, and then leaving what remains and starting to move forward in that direction. On his side, the clarifier cards out of Mystic Moon's Oracle deck, he had Winter, which definitely speaks to me that he might be making moves towards you, whether it's letting go of this abandonment or this fear of abandonment. I know divine masculines, divine feminines, we both kind of go through similar things. So when you see things on his side that he's trying to work through, make sure that if there's any abandonment left inside of you, that you work through that as well to clear it, because it helps both sides. So Winter, and then I have the Return card.
I was literally going to say, mark my words.
Yeah.
There was going to be a point where he comes in with something to say.
Yeah. The bottom of the deck of the main Twin Flame deck was the Moon in reverse. So just letting go of illusions at this time. Brooke's last video really honed into letting go of labels, letting go of all these illusions that we put up for ourselves that are really holding us back. Spirit's been heavy on me to preach the whole release the who and the when union's going to take place. The who meaning release him being your twin even. Release the when it's going to happen. Surrender, surrender, surrender all of that, and focus on the why. And the why is you and mission and moving towards mission. I'm telling you, if you want to manifest your true twin flame, and you're doing all the work, and Christina, you've been doing all the work since I've known you, and that's been a long time, right? Stepping into mission, right? Saying like, I'm just done, I'm going to step into mission, whether you're coming or not, that's going to put you in the vibration that you need to be in order to start pulling him in, or pulling in your true twin, like with regards to us. It all had to do with mission. And if I get it. If people think that they're on a twin flame journey and they're not doing any work on their own, well, let me tell you, when you come into union, that's when the fucking work starts, man. You know what I mean? Like, the shit that we're going through right now, we're clearing all kinds of shit. We're clearing all kinds of shit on all kinds of levels, all day, every day. But what does hold it all together, us not losing our minds, is this beautiful union love, right, that we get to tap into. So yes, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to get to, but just you gotta keep doing the work, and just like keep that devotion going, right? You're making it, you're doing it, and the angels are saying, trust us, trust in us. It's going to happen, but it might not look the way you think it's going to happen. You are, yes, calling in your soulmate. And then I got some weird cards, right? I got express your love, and then it gets weird. Well, I'll even say this: there's steady progress as well, but I think you might have somebody coming in to raise your vibration. This happened to me. I ended up with a soulmate that came in just before Brooke entered the scene, right? And what that soulmate did was raise my vibration, my love, right? And just got me fired up, right? Got my heart chakra just fired up, ready to go. So you got new partner and unrequited love. All right. Unrequited love. Spirit, what was that message you gave to me? Okay, equal give and take. 6 of Pentacles, they were saying. Equal reciprocity. So when your twin does come in, or if a new partner, in fact, new partner can also stand for like he's coming in, but he's coming in renewed. Okay, I'm going to give you all kinds of scenarios with this and let things fall in, because if there's somebody coming into your life, Christina, a new partner, believe me, it's good. It's good.
And it'll be a reflection of what you are manifesting as well.
Yeah, it'll raise your vibration, open your heart center up. It does a body good, big time, and it gets you where you need to be in order to receive. Now, that's where I'm getting unrequited love is watch your give and take. Watch that you're giving so much, but you're also allowing others to give to you, right? Because if you don't allow them to give, they're gonna be like, oh well, they don't need me. They don't need nothing of me. And it's a gift in itself to allow people to give as well. So just stay tuned to that as well. So, new partner, a chance meeting is no mistake. It's divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion. A catalyst, okay? To set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. And what have your prayers been? Union, because there's 4 wands all over the place. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity. Film at 11. Comfort and safety. Blah. And steady progress. They do acknowledge you in your steady progress, right? And they love you. And just step into that joy, right? Step into that love vibration, and you'll hone them in, especially if you're not focusing on, well, that's my twin flame, I know it. Well, I thought so too, Brooke thought so too, right? That one catalyst was essential though in moving us forward towards union and finding each other. So I just want to say that too. But that's it, Brooke. You're up, baby.
All right, Christina, I got quite a few beautiful messages for you, but and I am talking all about heart space, okay? And I do want to let you know that I feel some anxiety on his side. He's going through some anxiety when he is thinking over what he feels like he has lost or let go or missed his opportunity on. He is in his head a whole lot, okay? But it is in the upright though, right? And I got the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords, a perfect pair. I got the Two of Cups with the Four of Wands. Now, if I was ever to tell somebody that, yes, this is your twin flame, this would be one of the readings that I said that, but that's always at your own discernment and, you figuring that out throughout your journey, right? But, on his side, he, I guess, wants me to tell you with this past life relationship card that not only is he in his head and some anxiety comes up and he's kind of doubting himself and he's very defensive, right? Very, very defensive. And not more so with you. He is defensive towards you, but it's really stemming from things that have happened in his past, maybe in his childhood, that have made him defensive when it comes to love. Just like Danny was saying, you have to be in the energy to receive. Mm-hmm. And he is not in the energy to receive. And y'all are kind of mirroring that back and forth, right? But one of the main things that is happening here with this cycle that you guys are going through, and the Tower being here, Scorpio season, transformation, death, and rebirth, you guys are manifesting subconsciously or consciously. This is on your side, Queen of Cups and the Magician in the reverse. Queen of Cups with the lid on her cup, right? So you have to be in that energy to receive, to allow this manifestation to come in. I am faith, right? I trust in the divine. I embrace Scorpio season. They really want me to tell you to embrace the Scorpio season. Embrace the shadow side. Embrace the lower vibrational energies. Change them into love. When a negative thought or a negative emotion comes up, say, Spirit, this thought is no longer serving me. I'm thankful for it and its assistance along my journey, but I release it to you, right? And the more you do that, the more momentum you build up so that maybe the first time you say it, it takes 30 minutes for that feeling or that thought to go away or to shift, right? But the more momentum you build in that direction, the more when you do it, it'll be almost instantly, right? I've done it so fucking much over the past 2 weeks that I have finally gotten to the point, and that's what I'm telling you, like it's living proof. I finally gotten to the point where when I say it, Spirit takes it away because I believe in it. I have faith. I believed in it before I could see it, okay? So believing in your manifestations, trusting in Spirit, and going back to the message from your twin or the person of interest with this past life relationship, do you see how he's touching her, loving her, looking at her? He really misses touching you and loving you. There was something about this connection, the chemistry card here, and the passion card here, and the wedding card here, and the reconciliation card here, and the soulmate card. Express your love, and this could be the one, okay? There is something to him about this relationship that when y'all were together, when y'all were touching each other, when y'all were kissing, or maybe if you haven't done any of that, when he thinks about that, even just the thought alone, the King of Swords, even just the thought alone, it just gives him this sense of fucking home, right? Like you feel, is pretty much what he's saying right now. You feel so good to me, okay? And right now I feel like he's in the process of getting out of his headspace and moving into his heart space. I'm not sure he's really understanding how he feels towards you. He's in the process of the Hangman in the reverse and the Ten of Cups. He's in the process of looking at things from a higher perspective, but he's still kind of in his headspace right now. And with this being Pisces energy, with the Tower here and the World and this Ace of Swords, he is moving or he's not really able to acknowledge and understand how he is feeling towards you, especially being able to express it towards you. Like, he's still trying to figure it out what even he feels. He doesn't know what he feels, right? But he knows that there is some kind of chemistry, some kind of connection, some kind of passion, some kind of home when it comes to you, okay? I do feel like he's in a bit of a purge mode. He's in a bit of a fighting himself, and he is hardcore fighting himself because his mind is telling him one thing while his soul and his heart is pulling him to you, right? And same thing with you. The magician being in the reverse, it's like your mind is in one spot, right? Any doubts, any fears, any anxiety, any worries, this separation, you got to embrace it, okay? Release any thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are not serving you. But, and with the magician being in the reverse, whether you feel like it or not, whether it looks like it or not, you are manifesting this coming back together, this working out. But right now, on both sides, you are both learning how to receive, how to not be defensive, how to love yourself so that you can love each other. And the main thing that you guys are manifesting right now, and it's so funny because I pulled my Rider-Waite deck, and then I have the Tarot of Dreams cards. You both are, the two main points, you both are manifesting clarity when it comes to this connection. Okay, you're a twin flame. If you're manifesting clarity within this, and you're manifesting clarity of self, okay? You're starting to recognize, both of you guys are starting to recognize the self and the journey that you're on. And what did I say earlier when we were talking about twin flames? The work is not cutting out people, places, and things. The work is stepping into mission, stepping into purpose in your journey. And a direct result of doing what God sent you here to do is union, is love, is self-love, you know, higher consciousness, higher perspective, is all of that. And the second thing that is mainly going on in y'all's manifestations and where y'all are at in your journey is the Palace of Swords card, which I got from the Rider-Waite deck, and then I was shuffling, and I was like, dude, this card explains what I want to say perfectly. And this card is all about taking the high ground, right? You guys are both finding clarity and a way to rise above any fears, any doubts, anything that is not serving you two on your journey, and finding a place of, or creating, which is one of my favorite fucking parts, y'all, when it comes to mine and Danny's relationship, is creating this environment for each other to be able to talk, to be able to see each other, hear each other, right? Because right now, there's kind of a block or resistance when it comes to receiving. Receiving would be hearing each other, seeing each other, right? And one of the main things and most beautiful things that y'all are manifesting and creating in your reality is building this environment to be able to truly speak and hear each other, you know? And if you can see them and hear them, then you can see and hear yourself, okay? Like I said earlier, quote my words, this boy is going to be coming in to say something. Now, the first time he comes back, I'm not sure if he's going to have obtained this area or this environment of clear communication and understanding of each other. He may come in a little immature or still a little bit defensive, but he is trying to figure out and planning, but he has no idea how, and that's the thing. And same thing with you. Is this trying to plan for this connection, trying to plan for the future, trying to set expectations of what to look for, who to be. Drop all of that, okay? Both of you guys, it's to the point where you need to just drop all of that and just focus on mission, focus on love, focus on yourself. Mm-hmm. Here, this is like overall energy too. This is like my spirit card. So when it pops up, it like confirms my messages, right? So the High Priestess with the Six of Pentacles, and Spirit wants you to really believe in your manifestations, Christina, okay? Believe in your manifestations. Feel them, okay? Feel them, think them, take action. Release any swords, any thoughts, any feelings that doesn't serve, okay? And and Spirit just really wants you to step into I am faith, I am faith, I am faith. I am being divinely guided. This is all happening for a reason. I'm going to embrace my Scorpio energy. Death and rebirth, let's fuck it up. I am creating this environment, whether it fucking looks like it or not, right? Believing in what you cannot yet touch or see. Spirit wants you to believe, Christina. I know you feel it. Or you wouldn't be, you wouldn't even be asking this. This wouldn't be coming up. Spirit wouldn't be confirming that this is your twin flame and a destined connection if you didn't already know. So it's releasing those thoughts, fears, anything that's in your head and getting into that heart space. Committing to yourself, committing to the journey, okay? All right, that's what I got. Hope you enjoyed your reading, Christina. Thank you for joining us. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh man, I was just gonna say the same thing too. So beautiful. We were visited by orbs, which is weird. Somebody said it in the comments, and I looked.
What?
Because they said it was going across all three screens, so I looked and I seen it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, dude!" Like,
really?
that can't be a fuzzball of nothing when it's going across everybody.
Wait, me, you, and Jessica?
Yeah, and then there was
Split screen.
yeah.
That's fucking trippy, y'all. Hey, Spirit, I love you.
What up? And then I seen some kind of
chicken dinner on a stick.
Then I seen some kind of like, man, I've seen these guys before too, like little straight long things.
What, Jess, what?
Dude just sent me a picture of it. What is that?
I didn't see.
Really?
Can y'all see this? Look at my face.
Oh yeah. I seen that happen.
I don't see it. Danny started talking, it X's off your face.
All right, well, here, can you see it now?
Look on your face?
Yeah, her head's like
Right
Oh, Danny, stop talking, babe. All right, say it again, Jess.
here. Can you see it now? Look, my face is split.
Oh. Okay, I got you. Y'all, I hate to do this, but I have to pee so bad.
click
I
on
got tears in my eyes.
just to Brooke.
So y'all get it warmed up. Oh my god.
Okay, just go pee. I'll tell you in a minute, Brooke.
Oh my god. I can't. Hey, Steve.
It blows my mind. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, that's weird. All kinds of weird stuff.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bear must be high as day.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen some kind of like I've seen it before too. Like I call them fairies. They're about this big,
Yeah.
and they're super skinny, kind of. Well, one just shot straight up, like from the keyboard straight up. I was like, what?
What? My fairy friend.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen them in a while, actually.
Oh, don't say that, Kelly. I hate that movie. I hate that movie. I bet I could do it, though.
Oh, yeah, I will, sure. Because I've got control of her stuff now, so let me see here. You and Dewey.
Oh, goodness. All right, so we have Elizabeth next. Did Brooke finish up hers?
Yeah, Brooke's all finished.
Okay. So Elizabeth Champagne is next.
Oh my god, it's like a whole new person.
Elizabeth is.
Lordy. Danny, did you send me the picture?
I didn't get the picture.
I'll send it to y'all.
Send it to me. I want to see.
I seen it.
Send it.
So-
Lord, I'm in heaven now.
So Brooke, top right of the screen, there's a gallery view or speaker view. If you click on that button, it'll show all three of us at the same time.
And do I click that?
You won't have to wait for whoever's talking.
Do I click show large active? Which one?
Top right of the screen, it'll say speaker view or what's it, gallery
Got
view.
it. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
My lovely divine feminine.
Yeah, the text limit is Cynthia's 200 characters, so yeah, you gotta kind of like.
Yeah, I love your reading, by the way. I was feeling it now. Got that good.
Elizabeth is Oracle.
I don't know if y'all feel the energy, but oh man, the energy in this chat and like in our lit right now, y'all tap into it because it feels good.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely changed my whole energy from today.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all got to watch the video I posted today, but it
Yes, I was watching it. It was, I didn't get to finish it. It was good.
Yeah, I only watched like 5 minutes of it.
Oh, let me take the picture out. Oh, you didn't send it, Jess. You sent me, our link. You sent me the link to the reading we're doing.
No, that was me. This is the group photo in, it's Messenger. I like Facebook.
Okay. Well,
Facebook.
no, I still didn't get it.
Facebook. So who's up next?
Who we doing?
Oracle, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yeah.
Okay.
Elizabeth, you still here?
She's trying to figure out how to get it all in the comment.
Okay.
Take your time, no worries. Okay.
What's up, love?
I love you.
I love you too, babe.
I am in the twin flame journey, both married. I'm leaving mine. He is not ready to leave his. I'm starting mission now alone. He is so quiet about the next steps. Doesn't want to until he has something tangible.
So he must be the divine masculine.
Just want to know your thoughts.
What is an open nepenthes?
I think that's just it's
Yeah, I
Orpheus.
don't know what that is.
I mean, if you know and nobody else knows, go ahead and share the knowledge now.
It's Orpheus. Like,
I like the question. And just so you know, so Oracle in the Stone, her name's Elizabeth. Is that right?
Her name is
I want you to know
Oracle.
that if you are on the twin flame journey, and it may appear or seem as if you are doing this alone, but after I realized who I was, the divine masculine, and who Daddy is to me, he has been guiding me, teaching me, loving me, healing me for, I don't even know. Like when I go back now, did you just come?
Yeah.
When I go back now and look at all the synchronicities and things that I thought were other people or spirit or whoever, my past grandmother, it was him the whole time. So never think that you are starting a mission alone. Your twin is there and your twin is assisting you in ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. All right, let's see.
yeah, you.
Dustin, as in your friend Dustin?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Dustin? How you doing?
Our best man, Dustin. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is, dude. You'll have to enlighten me someday. But I gotta go back to work. Thanks for showing up, though, man.
Yeah, I see it. Yes, Deanna. See it.
Yeah, Diana. I guess the cat is out of the bag.
Thank you, Ellie. Alright, I am in a twin flame journey, both married. Leave in mind, he's not ready to leave his. I'm starting mission now alone. I saw very soon, just so you know. He is not ready to leave his. He's so quiet about the next steps, doesn't want to commit until he has something tangible. One of the most helpful things when it comes to the twin flame journey is when you look at your twin, it is a direct, just like some soulmates, everybody we meet in our life, they're always reflecting a part of us back to us. If you meet even a stranger on the street, you cannot meet somebody unless you have a vibrational resonancy with them, okay? So the thing with your twin, which differs from other people in your life, is they may be reflecting a part. Your twin reflects you entirely, okay? So really doing the mirror work, and if he feels like he can't speak up or has to have something tangible, what is it within you that makes you feel like you can't speak up or move forward until you have something tangible or whatever? It doesn't really have to be exactly on those terms, but it's the energy, right? The mirroring of energy. Energy, just like love. Mine and Danny's love and Jessica and her twins' love. It's the same love, but it's expressed and experienced differently. So check out some mirroring when it comes to your twin flame. And the best thing you can do to get him to come forward is to heal your own stuff, face your own stuff, and step into purpose. And that'll bring him forward. Or whether he wants to or not, the more you step up, the more he is pulled to step up. That's just how we work.
Mm-hmm.
We are one.
For sure.
So let's get an overall energy for the heart space, Holy Spirit. Thank you for being here with us. Messages of the highest good on. Messages to push Elizabeth down the path that she desires most. Elizabeth, what's your sign, love? Your sun and your moon sign. Just wondering. Let's get 5 shuffles. Here's 1. 2.
Hi, Texas.
Okay, Texas in the house. 2, 3. 4. Dang, that popped out quick.
So in the mind space, you want me to go, Lo?
What?
You want me to go? I can kind of just fill in the void for now.
Oh, you're good. Go on ahead and do your thing.
Cool. So I pulled a full spread out for you because when you talk about how he needs to kind of like do all these things for himself, that definitely showed up. But it also shows too, like when you talk about what he needs to do, watch what you're kind of saying, because you're also gonna, like with the mirroring thing, because you're also gonna see a lot of those things within you that need to be kind of healed and brought up and out. With that, I'm not gonna stay in that too much. But Lover's card in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, the Tower, Queen of Swords in reverse. The only thing upright on that line is the Tower. When I got the Tower, Brooke was talking about how he wants something tangible, I think you were saying. Yeah. Well, it ain't gonna happen like that. And he's definitely going to be getting a Tower that's going to really make him have to cut some things out of his life with regards to this loyalty, this Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands is loyalty. And when that's in reverse, it's like there has to be an assessment. And with the Lovers in reverse as well, it's a choice in what he truly wants, what he's seeking in his life. You know, what does he want from his life? Just like when, like just like in our relationship when Brooke had to go and just like be in her own energy, you know what I mean? Because she had to really decide before even she realized that she had feelings for me. She had to decide like what does she want in her life? What does she want or what's serving her in her life? And then taking the actions that she needed to in order to cut the things out that were not serving her, cut the people out that were not serving her. Yes, you know, a lot of the times you don't have to do all that, but some of the times you do, and it's acknowledging that he does know what he has to do. You know, to me anyways, in order to manifest the magician, temperance, 10 of wands, and the world in the current energy, in order to manifest this new beginning, he has to let go of some things that aren't working for him, right? And Spirit's helping him temper those waters. Temperance is there. That's the Archangel Michael. He's there working with him to kind of like work through these things. Whether he likes it or not, or no, whether he knows it or not, they are helping him. They're helping both of you. Okay? But also this Four of Pentacles, scarcity mindset. So make sure that
I just got that message too.
yeah, in all your energy that moving forward, that you stay. I got 4 and a 4 of wands. Make sure you stay out of that lack. Like he's not here. He needs to do this. You know, stay out of that kind of vibration. Make sure you're very careful with your words, because like this is kind of like how you share space when there's no space to share with someone. This is separation 101, right? Yeah, and then I got 4 of wands in reverse for moving forward. 4 of wands in reverse, 7 of swords in reverse, 9 of cups in reverse, 5 of pentacles in reverse. I think I'm gonna turn that deck around. Okay, it's done. It's turned around. What's holding you back? What's holding this connection back, right? From this whole line, I'm just getting the message of like, you got to move into your heart space.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
You got to absolutely retreat and move back into your heart space. Get this whole thing out of your mind. You need a fresh start with this. All right, you just need to like step back. You know what you want. You know how it's gonna have to come in, but with the whole thing, with the whole thing with the divine connection is number one. If a tower moment needs to be taken, Spirit's gonna send it. Send it. It's coming. And that's what he might need in order to get out of that situation, right? With his whatever. But because he needs to see something. Okay, well, you know, we got towers for that, Spirit says. But really, this 9 of Cups in reverse is kind of like concerning me. And I'm pretty sure that's with regards to you. Raise that vibration up. Step into, yes, everything that is divine will come in divine time. Everything that will serve me, especially this connection, will come in its own divine time. And divine time is like at exactly the right time. All you can do is you, boo. All you can do is you right now. I got, like, with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, you know, stepping out of that, oh, well, he's not in this vibration right now with me. You know, and like the Twin Flame Whisperer told me one night, I'm gonna drop some Twin Flame Whisperer stuff on you, because this is the good, right? I was stuck like Chuck with family and commitment on the mind, right? But yeah, this is the end goal. But to get to the end goal, how do you get that truck unstuck? You know, especially when there's nothing around you to put a winch to. This is how you do it. She's like, Danny, Brooke's not there, doesn't mean anything. You talk to her. Just talk to her like she's there. Just out in the open. I stayed away from like crowded areas for a while, but I just talked to her. I talked to her every day. I talked to her all day some days, you know, and we worked through things together. And it turns out that no shit, when she actually started talking to me again and we were working towards union, she was talking to me about the same shit. You know, we were working through things together. So that's a definite bonus from the Twin Flame Whisperer herself. Just start talking it out. Talk to him, right? The second key thing was, and I told Dustin this the other day, which I thought was absolutely instrumental because everything played out exactly like to a T how I had written it out. She says you need to rewrite the storyline. Rewrite your storyline. This ain't working out for you, right? Okay, well, how do you want the story to unfold? One day I'll probably actually read the story out to you guys. But I did it, and I did it out of a heart space, not a mind space, right? And this is what needs to be worked on is like getting out of the mind, he's not here, getting in the heart space, writing out this it's a timeline jump. That's what you're doing. You're jumping from this bullshit dimension that you're in separation, and you're gonna do a timeline jump to where you want to be in that story, right? Of how you want your lives to play out. Is all in a high vibrational kind of like written word. You're gonna write that down on a piece of paper. And little did I know all these things were. Brooke comes up to me and she goes, "Did you work magic on me? Did you work magic on our connection?" I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. And it turns out that's exactly what it was, right? It was just like spoken word or like written word.
Powerful.
Yeah, that was super powerful because it was high vibrational, right? It wasn't, oh my God, I just want his body pressed against my chest and I want to lick his face and nothing like that. That's kind of a little primal, a little lower chakras. But, you know, if you work from your heart chakra up and you kind of just put these beautiful things out on paper, watch the amazing things coming for you. And that's it. Tit swit. Reward yourself. Step into that energy. You know, you're doing the work. Everything's going according to plan, and you got to love on yourself. By all means, you got to love on yourself for all the things you've been through, and realize that his journey is taking him towards you. If this is a divine partnership, it's taking him towards you no matter what, because you cannot thwart destiny. You can't thwart destiny. You can't. It's impossible. That's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful, babe.
Thank you.
If I go?
Oh yeah, you go, Jess.
Good.
So, there's a few things. Before I dig into the cards, I was receiving quite a few messages. He is actually quite a bit more aware on the 3D level than you think he is. Okay? The reason why he's not making a move right now or offering you anything is because he knows that, like, with both of you being married, in his heart, like, he's known that his relationship has been done for quite some time. He's already emotionally detached himself from this marriage. Now it's just kind of like, you know, formalities is what I'm hearing. Now, on your end, your relationship has actually taken quite a bit of a toll on you, and knows that you need a a bit of a healing process after coming out of this relationship, okay? So he thinks that you are God's gift, okay? Like, he knows that you were placed in his life for a reason. He actually feels very confident on certain levels, but when it comes to his trust of that this is going to work out, he seems to try to control the narrative of how it's going to work out, and that's where he's getting hung up. A lot of it might have to do with his finances, and that's probably why he's staying in this relationship as well, because I do see some sort of significant employment change that is going to bring more stable finances for him, whether that has already happened or going to happen soon. But I see it very clearly, okay? Both of you are going through some very, very significant changes. And I'll tell you, like, one of the biggest things energetically for this separation in the physical sense is, like, there's just certain things that you both need to face that you're not you're not realizing how bound you are, right? Like, these things that have a hold on you that are keeping these new beginnings from coming into your life, because the discontent has been there for so long. It's become part of your natural order, right? So like, it keeps you stagnant. It doesn't help you realize that you have the freedom to choose to move away from these things, and to hear God's call of what opportunities you think that you have missed. Because I feel that he, on his side, I'm worried I've lost you for good. Well, I'm getting that from the Four of Cups being reversed right here. And this came out on your side, but I'm still feeling like this is a general message with the Ten of Swords, and all of these came out reversed in one big clump. And I can tell you that normally I don't really read reversals unless they flip out reversed. Okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Devil, the Judgment, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords reversed. So there's a lot of things that are not being addressed. Okay? There are a lot of things that you are not aware of yet that need to be prioritized in the healing process so that you can fully and unconditionally accept each other for the true mirrors that you are. Okay? And it doesn't mean that you have to have it all figured out in order to come to union, but there are significant steps that need to be taken in order for the stagnancy to clear out so that the momentum can change. Okay? So on your side, on the 3D level, I really see that you're really focused on just having these heart-to-heart conversations. You really want to talk about what can even be offered at this time. But you do understand that, especially with why is my phone saying that we are offline?
You glitched out for a second, but it came back.
So weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird. So we have the worth waiting for in the Two of Wands, which means that crossroads of being patient and making a clear decision. But we have the finances and career on your side too. So they really want you to focus on your priorities. Like you said, you're already moving into mission, right? There are certain things that you need to clear up, especially when it comes to your separation, your divorce. You have the Justice card here with the Queen of Swords. You have to understand the parts of this relationship that took those pieces of yourself and your heart that has become unavailable. right? That has caused you to become a little bit bitter, right? Maybe not having enough faith to keep relationships happy and thriving and fulfilling. And with the finances and career being on your side and his, there are both shifts that are going to happen in order for both of you to move into your career of choice and of destiny, is what I'm hearing. Like the mission is so much bigger than just a career, right? It's way bigger than just making money or whatever the case may be, because I see both of you changing in this aspect, right? So once you start focusing on your priorities and really tuning in to see what parts of yourself feel like they need to like be released, to be transmuted, to be freed, because all of this stuff that I'm holding in my hand, like I want to feel like Rambling Mike, out, out, out. Toss that shit to the side because it doesn't belong in your life anymore. Okay, and especially with the Queen of Swords and the Justice card being here, I feel like he's trying to give you enough time to heal from the separation and this divorce that you can focus on what you, because I'm also hearing that you're one of those people that tend to like put your all into a relationship, and you might have even lost yourself and your own identity through this marriage, right? So this is really causing a lot of disruptance in the individuality of self, your true self, right? Of having confidence in your and celebrating your beauty, your drive, your passions, and trusting your intuition. And we do have the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles here. So with the Queen of Swords being here he is your match, and you're just not willing to let go. But you don't understand that he needs to come to this Queen of Cups energy, as so do you, right? Like being in touch with your emotions, trusting your intuition, and understanding that the stars are aligning for you, for your dreams to come true. But first, you have to realize the energy that it takes to impact that kind of change, right? So, what does your heart want to tell him? We have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. This is not just criticizing him, but criticizing self, criticizing your life, criticizing the fact that you might not understand the power in your choice to show up in your daily life, in your existence, to make shit happen, right? Like, there could be a lot of things that you're questioning about your worth or your deservedness, and it's projecting out into your environment. Okay? So you have wanted to reach out. You have wanted to just be like, okay, what's the deal? Let's chat. Let's talk about what offers we can even put on the table. And it's because you've never met anyone that stirs this kind of feeling within you, and you almost find it intoxicating. You want more, and that's why you can't let it go. But that is not where your focus needs to be now. Okay? And on his side, he knows this is a past life relationship. In a sense, he's calling you in, but in a different way. He's calling you in to find that passion, that deep burning desire to get to know yourself, therefore to get to know him, right? The deeper you understand yourself, the deeper you will understand him and the way that he's choosing to show up in your life. And when you both, because he's mirroring a lot more than you think he is, When you both release the control around trust, you can't have trust and control in the same sentence, okay? It doesn't work. You can't say, I trust you, universe, to bring this to me and all of my desires, but it has to show up on my doorstep at this time on this day, and he has to say this in order for me to accept it. That is not the way the universe works. When I have this job opportunity, when I'm out of this relationship, and I even made a video on that today, it's like so much of the win, right? We think that when we get to this certain stage in life, then we will have everything we need, but in reality, we have it right now. It's not about finding the truth, it's about remembering the truth, okay? Because he has the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the World, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Temperance, with the employment change, okay? There's a lot going on in his life where he's trying to feel successful in his 3D existence and be able to provide that for you, where he feels stable, where he feels like he can provide that union, that family energy, and know that you can both complete these cycles on individual terms and together, right? I do feel like on some level he wants to offer you something, but and this shows you true unconditional love, because it's not about what he wants from you, it's what he wants, like, for you. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to be able to find that love and that understanding of self before he even tries to make an offer that could possibly derail you, so that you don't throw yourself back into these cycles of giving all of self with no regard for self, okay? And it's about following your truth. His heart wants to tell you there is a ton of reflection that needs to happen, and the only way to do that is by giving each other some time and space at this moment. Trust and have faith that everything will work out, because he knows that this is going to happen. He knows, and timing, it's going to happen, but now is not the time. And he hopes that you find the love that you deserve, and not necessarily with someone else, but he wants you to find that love within. Okay?
Yep. Man, Jessica, you stole like all my messages.
Sorry.
I mean, I love it when that happens, though, you know, because it ensures me over and over again that, you know, when we do these readings, we tap into each other and we all hear the same messages from spirit, you know? And that's one hell of a confirmation when you got three different people saying the same thing, you know?
Amen, sister.
Did you finish?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay, so I got some channeled messages first, Elizabeth, and Spirit is all around you, guiding this, protecting you, teaching you, loving you, sending you people, places, and things that are reflecting the things inside of you that need to be healed or looked at, reflecting the things that you are manifesting, attracting towards you. Really pay attention to the people and the experiences that you are having, because that is going to tell you what you are manifesting, okay? There is this energy within this connection of codependency and attachment on mirroring on both sides. I feel like his is a little bit of a detachment from his emotions, and Spirit wants you to detach of what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be, you know, all of the external things, because whatever is destined and meant to be will be, regardless of what's happened in the past, what's happening currently. It is all being divinely guided in a way that I can't even begin to get you to understand, because it's just like every step you take, every breath you take, Spirit is watching you and guiding you and loving you and dropping you messages. So one of the main messages that I channeled for you is this trying to figure everything out, this defensive energy, these negative thoughts. I am getting that you experience quite a bit of not negative energy, just unserving, lower vibrational energy when you are at the same time trying to manifest with the Ten of Pentacles and the star, this healing, this wish fulfillment, this dreams come true in life. With anything, with God, everything is possible, okay? But you gotta let your guard down. You gotta I am fate anything that's happened in the past. It's just time to be the fool and take the leap of faith. The channeled message that I got for you is whatever Spirit wants you to know, this is a direct message from your higher self. Any time, nine of wands, anytime, every time a lower vibrational energy, every time you experience, whether that be a thought, whether that be an emotion, whether that be you doing or not doing something that makes you feel lack. Danny was talking about this, that makes you feel less than, makes you feel not worthy. Every single time you feel that way, Spirit wants you to recognize it and know that, how do I say it? They want you to know that every single time a bad thought comes in or a bad feeling comes in, to completely just let it go. They want you to become more aware of what you are thinking, because the way that you are thinking, that's how we manifest, right? We think, we feel, we take action. That is the whole recipe for manifestation. So what you're trying to manifest, but at the same time, is letting go of any control issues and any attachments to what it's supposed to look like. So Spirit wants you to pay attention to how you are thinking and how you are feeling, because how you're thinking and how you're feeling is what you're manifesting. It's the life that you are creating, okay? And there is this sense of your thoughts kind of making you feel trapped, feel bound, feel like you don't know what step to take, okay? They also said that there is an abrupt, quick, unexpected, and intense energy shift that is coming your way, okay? The Tower came out twice. They want you to pay attention to your thoughts, because that is how you manifest. Pay attention to your feelings, that's how you manifest. And they want you to know that there is a huge energy shift that is coming in for you. Anything that makes you feel bad, you have to let it go, because here it is. The more that you think it and the more that you feel it, the more that you experience it. They want me to say that again. The more that you feel it, Elizabeth, the more that you think it, the more you are going to experience it. So they want you to, every single time a bad thought comes up, you have to pay attention, release it to Spirit, let go, step back into the love, let go of any control issues, and make sure that your thoughts and your feelings and your actions are attracting what you are actually trying to manifest, okay? The universe doesn't care, doesn't give a shit what you want. You know what I mean? They don't care. If you want to be happy, they'll let you be happy. If you want to be mad, they'll let you be mad. The universe has no control in giving you your manifestation. They can only give you what you are, okay? You cannot receive what you are not in vibrational alignment with. I hope that makes sense, because that's like one of the main messages they want me to get across to you, is they cannot give you what you are not giving yourself. They can't give you a relationship that you're not giving yourself, a life that you're not giving yourself. So anything that does not serve, just release it. Detach, okay?
I think what you were referring to, Brooke, is drop it like it's hot. That was the message.
And with this huge energy shift that is coming in for you, Elizabeth, it's probably going to be at the end of Scorpio season, is how they're making you feel. And maybe into Pisces season a little bit too. But When this energy shift does come in, first you got to believe that it'll come in. Think that it's already in. Just be as if it's already happened, okay? But when this new energy shift comes in for you, it's going to bring so much to light. All the answers that you've been seeking, all the prayers that you've been sending to spirit, anything like that. The direction that you're supposed to go, the actual 3D steps that you're supposed to take. Right now is not the time for instant gratification, okay? Right now is the time of they really, really want you to learn what it takes to manifest the life that you want. So the main focus is on yourself and creating an independent and stable environment for yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, okay? And around the end of Scorpio season and Pisces season, a lot of answers are going to come in for you, okay? But isolate yourself from anything, people, places, things, thoughts, anything that is not in alignment with what you were trying to attract. And the person that you're dealing with, he is going into his lesson that he's learning right now. I remember you saying that he needs some kind of physical proof. That's his lesson right now. Okay, both of y'all. Your lesson is believing and being what you have not yet received on a 3D level. Okay? But his lesson is letting go and detaching from what it's supposed to look like on the outside, and he is having a death of his ego. He is going to have a death of his ego that is going to allow him to release this burden of having to be a certain whatever in this world. And last but not least, they want me to read the trickster card for you, Elizabeth. So let's see what we got. Things are not as they seem. Something that seems bad may in fact be good and vice versa. Don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. This card encourages you to try to find humor or gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. It also encourages you to have irrepressible fun. Step outside of the mold. Your native spirit wants you to know, in indigenous traditions, there is a concept of the trickster. In Native American traditions, the trickster is often depicted as a wild coyote, but sometimes the trickster is a human called Heyoka. There is a light-hearted, that's what they want you to embody, light-hearted energy. There is a lighthearted, fun aspect of the trickster, but there's also the caution to tread carefully because things are not always as they seem. Be discerning. What appears to be a good opportunity may in fact not be. The wonderful aspect of this card choosing you is that it offers the opportunity to step out of the old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. Change the story that you are telling yourself. The trickster allows you to see yourself in an entirely new way and asks you to step out of old routines and habits that might be keeping you stagnant. It might sound very strange, but the easiest way to activate the energy of this card is to howl like a coyote. If you can, it's even better to do it during the light of a full moon. This breaks up the stagnant energy and brings in fresh vitality. Beautiful. All right. Hope you enjoyed your reading, Elizabeth. Hope it was helpful and assist you on your journey. You beautiful soul. Mm-hmm. We love you.
So Miss Kelly is up next. And then we have Nicole and Michelle.
We good. I love the way things are working out tonight. The energy's coming out. It's so beautiful. I don't think I'd want to spend my Friday doing anything else.
How you gonna be commenting as me, talking about 20 to poo? That is him, y'all. Just so y'all know. that is Danny all day long. Ain't no 20 to pooing over here.
Don't pay any attention to the man behind the curtain.
Alright.
You're welcome,
Kelly,
Ellie.
are you still in here, hon?
At 60.
We'll move on.
Oh wait, did you already respond to him? Yeah, you did. Good night, Robert. Water baby's been talking about Coyote. Sweet. Thank you, Michelle. Fucking Twinny to poo. I'm about to Twinny to poo your ass.
Oh no, I was calling Ellie and Dewey that.
Yeah, but people thinking it's me, so like, I don't really care. But
Yeah.
that ain't me.
No, it's Ellie and Dewey tonight.
You look like a Twinny to poo.
Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to Nicole, because I did not see Kelly. If she ends up responding, then we'll get to her next.
Who's up, Michelle or Kelly?
We'll do Nicole. What message? Oh, and there's Kelly. Okay, sorry, Nicole.
Oh,
She responded way after, or right after Nicole. Okay, so Kelly says, I'm open to Spirit's guidance. Through meditation, I received guidance to reach out on a deeper level recently, but nothing in return, which can be typical. Sun, Taurus, and Moon, Libra.
so she's looking for Spirit's guidance.
Confirmations, eh? We got you. Spirit's got you. I love meditation, y'all. I swear, I've been showing some beautiful, beautiful things in meditation. Danny took me flying one night, which was really cool.
She said she always wanted to fly.
And like I felt it, y'all. Like I was meditating and I saw myself flying, and I felt like the wind in my crown chakra. Like this shit's real, y'all. It's crazy. It took me a while to be able to get to a point where I could meditate that way, but now, I love it. It's such a gift and a blessing when you experience that.
Have a good night,
You're welcome, ma'am. Thanks for hanging out with us. I think the next one we're gonna have to do at a hotel room or something, maybe. No?
So, is Kelly talking about like a specific person she hasn't received anything in return?
That's what I was kind of questioning too. I'm glad you asked, because I think we should clarify that. Kelly, are you talking about someone in particular?
I was thinking, remember, love, when you were like meditating, you couldn't get any answers from anything anywhere, or like it's just like a void. That's kind of what I was.
Through meditation, I received guidance to reach out on a deeper level.
Oh.
Reach out. I'm assuming that they're telling her to reach out to someone.
Oh, I need some clarity in the question, if you don't mind, Kelly.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not really sure what to set my intention as, if you don't mind. Please, thank you.
If you could answer us, Kelly, that would be awesome. Let us know what
Because I was thinking that she was saying deeper, like spiritually. She needs to go deeper spiritually. Like you're thinking, reach out. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm not. Wait a second. I can try to meditate on her energy for a little while she's answering.
Okay, so she is asking about someone in particular. So she did receive a message about reaching out to someone on a deeper level.
Okay. Did she comment that? Where's it at?
She
Yeah,
said,
she just said yes.
Oh, dang.
And I'm thinking, you know how psychics do.
yeah, there's about usually a 10 to 15 second delay, not to mention.
I got what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you, Jess.
Kelly says, yes, I reached out to my DM as I felt the signs pointed to me. I laid out my feelings.
So when I meditated on your energy just for a second, Kelly, they took me back to something I've experienced recently, and that it was a time of surrendering, ultimate surrender. Look into your deepest, look at the bottom of the deck. Look into the deepest of your subconscious. And what is your deepest fear, right? What is it when you visualize yourself doing it or it happening or whatever it may be for you? There's going to be answers there for you. And surrendering, I feel like they have been trying to get you to surrender to something when it comes to your emotions, okay? With how you're feeling. And maybe that's why they got you to reach out to him, and then he said nothing in return, because this is something to do with yourself alone. It's a lesson that they are trying to teach you. And it comes with finding stability and also ultimately surrendering to how you feel and not needing any validation from anybody or anything outside of yourself, okay? And surrendering may not be what you think it is. You need to believe in something different, okay?
Yeah, I'm getting that too. I got the Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. It's like along the same lines of like you have to pull that energy back into yourself, because you're kind of like gaining strength that way, like coming back into it. What they're saying is like when you put that word out, right, in an email or however you reached out. Number one, DMs don't take it any way that you give it. I just asked Brooke on my beautiful fucking email I sent her. It was like spirit was flowing through me, my heart saw. She was like, not fucking having it. Okay.
Not at all.
So all I could do really is just work on me, right? And pull myself out of this. Look at this dude is like, oh shit. Did he read it? What did?
Right?
Yeah.
Honor yourself. You don't need validation from anybody else.
No, look, they're like, oh, did he read that email? What did he think? Oh, he probably thinks I'm an idiot. Oh, but you know, all these wands up in your head, right? It's just like it's not cool for you, right? Spirit's saying you need to gain strength from the situation. Say that, yeah, I love me. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like you need to turn that card upright. You need to nurture yourself. You need to, to honor yourself for going the distance and putting that out there to him. But you also have to like get out of that mind space, and move into your heart and say, I did. You said you move into your heart. You say I did what I had to do. I put it out there. It's all good. Two of Pentacles in reverse. You gave it up to spirit. He ain't juggling shit now. It's done, right? And just let it go. Surrender. Just let it
that's
go.
Exactly what one of the lessons that I learned. You know what is crazy, Kelly? Oh, if I could show you what I've been experiencing with Daniel lately, you would know just how fucking close you are to union. And
Yeah.
when you finally surrender to how you feel, forgive yourself for whatever, commit to yourself, and honor yourself for how you feel, that ultimate surrender, boom, you can get what you wanted. Everything you wanted to come in.
There's so many on the verge too. I see. Like, it's just,
look at that.
Surrender is one of the final steps. Detach is actually like a major step. Is like the final countdown. Like the surrendering is letting go of any kind of control over this roller coaster ride. That's the dude up in the booth up there. He pushes a button. He's in control of everything. All I'm in control of is like, holy shit bars. That's it. And how tightly I hold on to them, right? So as far as clarifying or like moving forward, it's like the temptation of the thought, right? Letting go of the temptation of the thought that I need to do anything else that's going to be directed at that person. You just need to let go of that temptation, because it is a temptation and it can drive you nuts, you know? Page of Wand is, look what you have before you that's fruitful, you know? And take the messages that come in from Spirit as well, that they're saying, look, we honor you for your passion, right? But there are other things that you can focus on clearly, your path, that are going to lead you into empowerment, the Empress, right? That are going to empower you and command that things are going to come to you, right? The Empress, she doesn't go out to the fucking grocery store. Her groceries are delivered. You know what I mean? Six of Wands in reverse. If you want to turn this victory, right? If you want to turn this loss into a victory, you got to heed those words. And there's the Five of Swords to kind of tie it all in. It's like, sometimes you just got to cut your losses, right? And then focus on.
They aren't really your losses. It's all divinely guided. It's all for a reason.
Right. Like, just focus on something else. Like this dude, they're all walking to the sea, man. One guy's got his head in his hands, crying, and the other guy's like, dude, I just get off work. He threw his jacket over one arm, and he's like, no, you know what? I'm good because I know it's divinely guided. So back to you, bro.
She's the DF, right? She's a divine feminine. Yeah. Okay. So the thing about the divine feminine, Kelly, right? The thing about the divine feminine, Kelly, is Spirit. Spirit gives the divine feminine all the clarity, all the inner knowing that this is the one. This is my twin. We're going to be engaged one day. We're in love. You know what I mean? Our relationship transcends everything in this life. We chose to come here together. The divine feminine knows all of that, right? But the divine feminine also has to get to a point and a place of utterly surrendering to that knowledge and just stepping into that love and starting your mission, starting your purpose. The full taking that leap of faith. The Palace of Coins. If out of all of the 4 Palace cards, this is the Palace card that you want. This is union with your twin flame. Do you realize, Kelly, how fucking close you are? But the divine feminine has to. Jessica, I know you can explain this better, but the divine feminine has to get to that point of ultimate surrendering to the journey and just being that love, man. No, needing no validation from their divine masculine that this is what it is, that this is the journey that they're on.
And I'll tell you, I got the same, Charlie, I got the same message. And, you know, listen, if he didn't attack you, you're doing better than me, because that's exactly what happened. And the way that this Knight of Swords card came out, I don't know if y'all saw, but I had to go on my own fucking journey just to get up under the bed to get this card for it to come out in reverse. He is avoiding communication at all costs.
Yep.
And once I get into everything that's really going on, what he's showing you in the 3D, what's actually happening behind the scenes, how he's feeling about all this. Girl, he done struck. He struck. Spirit done struck him with some truth, with shifts and awareness, and he knows exactly what this is and why it's making him feel so uncomfortable, and everything that he has to change in his life that's leading him to a higher state of evolution. And that is fucking scary for a divine masculine.
Oh my God.
So when the divine feminine says, I lay all my shit out in front of you, I ain't got nothing to lose, this is my heart on a platter, what you gonna do with it? They fucking run.
Yep. And then the divine feminine just has to stay and accept and surrender to that knowing. That's it. That's all you gotta do, babe.
Ooh, doggy, I wish it was, that's all you gotta do, man. I wish it was that simple. Man, that fucking tears us up inside. That tears us up inside so much because we got all this love, right, built up, and we want to put it somewhere. And we know where we want to put it.
You know where it goes.
But they're not there. So you just gotta hold it inside. Like I know when like hold it inside and just like
you don't really hold it inside though.
No.
You put it and you focus it into purpose.
Yeah.
And that brings you your twin.
Yeah. See, that's why we're twins. You should just okay. I love you, baby. But yeah, no, when we were like kind of like opening up, right, and on the journey, I'd get heart palpitations. She'd get heart palpitations, just like you were holding this back, right? This love back. And it was always like we were both focused on mission, always. And I think that is absolutely a true twin flame trait. If it ain't mission, then what's the purpose of union, really? You know what I mean? So that's what I did. That's what I like, regardless, right? I'm going into mission. This was back to the same thing that I was doing with my catalyst, was like, oh, she ain't here. Who I thought my twin was, she ain't here. Refocus back into service. And really that's the only thing that brought me to the point, right, of Brooke, and then even being in that relationship or being in this on this true twin journey was the redirect right at the end where you surrender, move back to purpose, move your focus back to purpose, and sending them unconditional love regardless or not if they don't text you back or if they don't acknowledge your existence. And that's
you have to acknowledge yourself for your twin to acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm. And then once you just continually surrender, that's going to be like an all throughout your life thing now.
I don't know what Jess has to say about this.
So enjoy it, and then it's detach.
She got something.
Then it's detach from the outcome. Detach from that is your true twin. Detach from it all, and that's where you find your reward.
Just fuck it up one time. I feel it. Fuck it up. Go ahead. Go in one time.
So on the bottom, let me start with the bottom of the deck first. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles.
I got the Queen.
Okay. Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles.
Wow.
The Hermit, and then we have the King of Cups and all that fun shit down here too. So I'm gonna stop at the Hermit because there's certain aspects within himself where he has to come to a full understanding and standing in his power of what this relationship means and entails, right? He's feeling all of it. I can tell you that right now. But he has a ton of love for you, and that is why it scares the shit out of him, because I feel like he has never felt this way towards another woman in his adult life, okay? So on your side, you know, one of the things that I'm going to tell you is, and listen, these are messages that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So please take however it resonates. But we have power and comfort, okay? So yes, I do understand that it took you a lot of strength to send that message, but this is not what they're talking about, okay? The power and the comfort card being next to each other with God as your source, okay? This is telling you that it is one of those things where, you know, I really want you to take a good look at, do you feel safe with a masculine role in a 3D reality, right? Look at your father figure, the men that you grew up with. Did you feel safe, secure, comforted, right? Did you feel like you could count on men growing up to show up in your life? Right? What is your relationship with the masculine role? And how are you standing up and defending yourself towards these masculine energies in your life? Now, the reason why there might be resistance here, okay, is because you need to understand that without God being your strength and your power, you will never feel that sense of comfort and support from the masculine energy that you are looking for. Okay? Because all of this helps all of this, right? And it's finding, and I mean, like, really take a good look at this card. These energies, and when you align with this source energy, you will have this man that has been praying to God for you, for him to be able to have the power to keep you safe, to keep himself strong enough to be that masculine figure that you have always needed in your life, to keep you close to his heart. This is what your soul is yearning for, right? And God's saying, remember where you came from.
Beautiful.
Right?
Building that relationship with God. That's what the twin flame journey is.
Yeah.
Relationship with God.
So then we have, where were we? Where's that one? They're hiding from me. Okay. We'll take it. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. We have the Five of Cups, the Star, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Wands. You feel like you have missed this opportunity. And it's not even that. What I feel that it is with you feeling this disconnection. Like, and I feel that you've been working on your connection, but there's still this separation with God and source energy, right? And so you always feel like you're searching for something, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And all this pain of your past, it almost distracts you from this connection that you have with God. Mm-hmm. With this Star card being here, this is telling you, like, he's always there. He's always there to provide for you. It's not that he can, it's that he will. And remembering that you are one with this same energy that created you to be here, right? That the stars literally align for you, but you have to be willing to make that decision for your heart to be open to receiving it, to be patient with this journey, because I see that you're waiting on this response, right? You're gaining so much knowledge and experience from the things that you're, literally experiencing in the 3D with your twin, right? So you know, like, no matter what, if you have to go in a different direction, you will always find your way back home, right? You will always find your way back home. You have been visiting him in his dreams, and he knows this. Okay? He knows this. What your heart wants to tell him is, you know, you might not be showing it, but you really think that everything that you're learning from this activation is the best thing that's ever happened to you, and you know this. Because it's leading you back home to source, to self, with that pure fucking love. And you're learning everything that you need to know. And this is where that unconditional love comes in, because no matter what direction you have to go in, I hope you are happy and you deserve it. Right? That's not just to him, that's to you too, girl. That is to you too. You deserve happiness. You deserve joy, regardless of what all this is bringing into your life. But you are learning the necessary tools and the things that you need to be feeling about self and your journey, and, you know, the mission work that you are being asked to do. Because listen, if you are a twin, it is much bigger than just what's going on in this environment, in this existence. It is so much bigger than that. And when we realize what our mission actually is, we know that truth. We can move into that truth. And any time that we might stumble or trip up on ourselves, Spirit always has a way of bringing us back to, this is what the deal is. This is home. This is tribe. This is everything that you need to have success, fulfillment, right? Now on his side, what does he have? Inner calling and fulfillment. Okay? So both of you are going through these processes together. And his lesson is making the change. Doesn't necessarily have to be employment change, but it's like having this blind faith in the raw power and being guided by Spirit to make these necessary changes to open these gates for his heart to fully open. Now, yes, he is. I mean, he is ignoring the shit out of you because he can't handle the truth and the emotions that are being brought up right now. But what is he actually dealing with? The Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. He hears your call. He feels your pull. In some sense, he knows that there's eventually going to be a new beginning. Regardless, I feel that he knows that this is something, you know, destined, planned. You know, he feels this pull. He just doesn't feel like it's the right time. So he's taking this time. And with the Eight of Cups being here with the Eight of Wands, it hurts him. He doesn't even, I don't even think that he understands why it hurts him, but it hurts him not responding back to you because he has so much to say, but he keeps going back and forth. I hear her call, but oh my gosh, do I not? And then he gets in his head, all this doubt comes in, and it hurts. It hurts. So again, I now understand what this connection is and why we met. You made me want to be a better person. You activated him to come to his inner calling, to find that fulfillment, and you for him. And this is where that mirroring takes place. He's pulling away because it is too intense for him. He feels like a child when he's in your presence, and he does not like feeling vulnerable. How can I say this? I made the wrong decision by letting you go. I messed up. Now I need to hold myself accountable and figure out how to fix this. Right? So this is why he's contemplating so hard of how to even communicate, because he doesn't feel like he fucked up. Right? whatever happened between y'all, whether it was simply leaving you hanging and knowing that you poured your heart out and he knows how hard it was for you to put yourself out there, or if he abandoned you on some level and now you're having to deal with abandonment issues, he knows that this isn't the right decision, but he's letting his fear take over. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to your dreams, remember the connection, like Danny was saying earlier, half the time I don't remember what comes out of my mouth, so I'm glad he reminded me. But it's one of those things where whether you were physically talking or not, you can still talk to them, right? You're still visiting them in the 5D, astral travel, dreams, whatever the case may be. You can still talk to them as if they are right next to you. And by doing this, by visiting him in his dreams, he's remembering, like it says, it was so nice seeing you. It reminded me of the connection we have. It scares me because my heart feels like it's going to leap out of my chest. How do you always have this effect on me, even in the dream realm? Okay? So there's a lot going on here, but either way, it's leading you both home, right? Mm-hmm. Home.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got a final message and some channelings. So, pretty much to sum up what Jessica has been saying this whole time, you were seeking or are seeking a validation from your divine masculine, okay? You seeking that validation outside of yourself is creating that disconnect that Jessica was talking about, okay? You wanting that validation, but okay, and you're wanting that validation from him so bad because on a soul level, you are feeling that he's coming in. You're feeling that he's answering that call. You're feeling that this union is coming together. So it's just like on the 3D level, it's like, why am I not seeing it? Because your soul knows it, right? That's where surrendering to that knowing is really going to play a great part in your journey. And when you do when you're getting those negative and lower vibrational emotions from wanting that validation outside of yourself, that's creating that disconnect between you and God, you and your twin. The reason it's feeling so bad is because you're thinking out of alignment with the truth. That seeking that validation is seeking the acknowledgement of the truth from outside of yourself, but you already know the truth. So when you're seeking that validation, you're creating that disconnect and it feels bad, and that's a pure indication that you are thinking out of alignment, okay? When you finally surrender, when you finally surrender, it will allow your twin flame to connect to you. Hold on, this one, I wrote it weird. When you finally surrender and connect to God, to yourself, there's a push-pull of the twin flame dynamic. When you surrender, they have to surrender. So when you surrender yourself to God, it's going to make him surrender to himself, to the connection, okay? And also, it's going to allow him to surrender, just like Jess was talking about, to the fact that he ever walked away to begin with. And after you do finally surrender, Jessica was talking about the dreams and interactions on the 5D. Maybe you don't remember them right now, so it's just like you're still seeking that validation, right? Still seeking that validation. But once you do finally surrender to what you know to be true, they will allow you, Kelly, they're going to start allowing you to remember some of these 5D experiences, whether he's coming and cuddling with you in your bed, whether he's coming and kissing you, whether y'all are having sex in the spiritual realm. Like, all that shit is happening. All that shit is being healed on a 5D level. And when you do surrender from it, they're going to allow you to see more of what's going on behind the scenes, okay? And And now, final message is the sun. 31 turns into a 4. You are building this foundation for your twin to come home. And the message is the spiritual meaning. Enlightenment, okay? Beautiful. Enlightenment and clarity come when you apply your mind to an issue, bringing light into the darkness. A happy, joyful approach to life will yield great benefits. The dark and the light side of this card. Your energy and optimism can be charismatic, drawing others to you, okay? The more you surrender to the truth, the more it draws your twin flame in. Yet you may not always want to be on call. Putting your strength into other people's projects, saying no can be hard when others seem to look to you for guidance and support. Your energy is not boundless, so use it wisely. Shine a light where it really needs to be focused. The light really needs to be focused on love and truth and your connection with God and yourself. Okay. Love you, Kelly. You about to be in union. I see you, girl. I see you. That's why you're here tonight, because you're sitting right in front of 2 twins that are in union. One that's going to be in union soon enough.
That's right. I claim it.
Yeah, there you go. Claim that shit. That was perfect to sum all that up. Claim that shit.
All right. So we done? We done with?
Are we done?
We got.
Did you do yours, Danny? I can't.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I did mine first.
All
We're
right. So
who's-
Nicole, she wanted. You're so welcome, Kelly. Nicole wanted any spiritual advice on love.
Is this the last one?
We got one.
Michelle, too.
We got Michelle
Oh.
after Nicole.
Dang. Okay. Oh, horrible. I've got to pee so bad again. The red is killing me. I don't think I can make it through one more. So her question is, why don't I see it on my side?
It's all the way up.
It earlier, but I remember.
And we're on Nicole, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Message does the spirit have for me at this time regarding love? All right. Gotcha, Kelly. I mean, I've said Kelly for so long. Nicole. One of my favorite twin flames in the whole world. Her name is Nicole. Motherfucking girl. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Fucking love me some Nick now. She's a divine masculine too. Okay. Feminine divine masculines unite in this bitch. Nicole, you want to join on in on the party? Come right in, girl. Sacred space is open to you always. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Messages when it comes to love, please, for Nicole. Messages of the highest good. Messages to push Nicole on the path that she desires. Open spirit. 2 more shuffles.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Are any of y'all getting a similar message to Kelly's so far?
What's that though?
We're not exactly, but I'm getting kind of a similar energy from hers and Kelly's reading. Attachment, surrendering.
Oh yeah. No, it's
everything coming together as it's supposed to.
yeah. It's detachment and then opening your heart space.
Yep, I got unrequited love as the block. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going.
Yep.
And then the challenge on your side, Nicole, is wedding. This situation involves marriage, so there is a commitment. Okay, there is a commitment that you've made, that you feel, that you are. But there's also some worries or insecurities that are blocking what you already know to be true. Again.
Mine's straight to the point. Let me pulse.
And the challenge for the person that you're dealing with, gotta be divine masculine. Finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. And what I'm getting from that is they feel like they doubt themselves if they don't have their ducks in a row. If everything doesn't look, if everything doesn't look, so there's a mirroring of commitments, okay? But you've already committed. So look at that. The same card that Kelly got. That's home. That's union. The palace of coins. This is heaven on earth, y'all. Okay? So if you know that, if you have that clarity, right? What are you holding on to? Releasing any fears, any doubt. Stepping into the emotions that you know to be true. You've healed. Okay? So it's continuing to see things from a higher perspective and releasing any thoughts, feelings, emotions, people, places, and things that aren't in alignment. You're free. Like, you know what I mean? This is in the reverse. You're already free, right? The choice has been made. The foundation is being created. Spirit's making me feel like you already know all the answers. There should be no doubt left in your mind, okay? You know that this, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, you know that it's coming in. You know that it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. True love, soulmate, keep an open mind, passion, and love yourself first. And then the honeymoon card, make the effort. Pay attention to the red flags, and it is safe for you to love. So Spirit is really, I'm starting to feel the energy of, I wanna cry. Like, there's this feeling in the pit of my stomach, and Spirit's just like, I wish I could look you in your eyes right now and say, why don't you believe, right? Why aren't you believing in what you know to be true, who you are, the journey that you're on? You feel it in the pit of your stomach. Spirit said, why don't you believe? We've given you the confirmation. We've given you the dreams, the whatever it is, okay? It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful energy. But when those thoughts come up that aren't serving you, I release in the Spirit. I release in the Spirit, because everything is coming in for you. When your emotions get out of control, it's fine, baby. All right? Spirit says it's fine. It's okay to feel bad sometimes. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to doubt. Go into it. Go into it and shine your fucking light on it. But there's some pain and some triggers that Spirit is pushing on you, right? Spirit's pushing your buttons. Spirit's pushing your buttons for a reason, because everything's coming together. And you just, instead of running away and not loving yourself and not looking at that part of yourself that you don't want to look at, looking at that version of you, that girl that's in that time zone right now, looking at her and saying, God damn, you are fucking beautiful. I love you. Thank you for everything you've done and haven't done for me, you know? You got me to where I am. You got to love that part of yourself. Because you know what? That part of yourself that you don't want to look at, Nicole, that part of yourself that you don't want to look at, that you think makes you fucking weak, that makes you doubt yourself, you want to know the funny thing about it? That's your strength. That's where all of your strength comes from. That's where who you are comes from. So it's embracing that part of yourself, loving that part of yourself. If she makes you cry, then cry, baby. That's fine. You know? Spirit loves you. You got this shit, Nicole. All right, I'm done.
God damn, baby.
Spirit made me feel that shit.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm just... Okay. So, Nicole, I got like Queen of Cups, right? Chick's got a lid on her cup, right? So it's opening up your heart space to receive this ten of Cups energy, to receive, to moving into balance, and that'll bring your Knight of Cups, right? So the story goes pretty much just what Brooke said, reiterated, is look, Spirit's got you. Spirit's got this, all right? The wheels are in motion for you in this connection. It's all good, right? You don't need to think that there's anything missing from this where you are headed, where you are going, right? Because you're going there. It doesn't matter if you're hopping along or bearing down, you're still going and moving into that direction. And it's clarity, right? And you're gaining a new sense of clarity over this situation, especially tonight through the messages that are coming through for you, right? So with the second line, like I said in the beginning, it's all about heart space. It's all about making that choice in love, to love yourself, to love this connection, to love the divine, to love spirit, to love this journey, to love whatever. It's not necessarily any more work that you have to do. You just have to love and surrender everything, right? Two of Pentacles in reverse. You know, there is no more weighing things out or you know, what is or what isn't serving me. You just like, oh shit, it ain't serving me. I give it to spirit. That's it. It's just like gone. Continue. Hard work's over, baby. You made it to the final round. All right. Yep. This guy is like, this is a 10. Bye-bye. Burdens. Bye-bye. Thinking that I need to do more aside from chime in those wedding bells. Be playful, for it's coming very soon. Like, you do not have to worry about this shit anymore. All right, so now what do? Of course you move into life purpose. You move forward with life purpose. That's the dead ringer. Twin flames. That's like a twin flame or us fucking t-shirt. We should life purpose. Got some? You know? The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Bringing in the sheep. Bringing in the sheep. That's what you want? You just switch. I got into fucking tarot, dude. I was like, what? Just do something, man. Man, if I didn't choose tarot, that girl down there. But don't worry about that either, because this is fucking destiny, and destiny's coming for you. Like, it ain't going nowhere. All right? Be honest with yourself. This is my last message. Look into your heart, and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. That's how you manifest. That's how you do it. So
Same thing, yeah.
Keep doing it.
So, I will tell you that on a 3D front, and listen, I know that your doubts are starting to get to you, because you're not sure how he's going to show up for you, okay? And you're so used to this one-sided love, this unrequited love, that you feel like this is going to be the storyline because that's how he showed up before, or this is how your past lover showed up before. And I'm telling you,
Just like
it's different. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups and the Emperor with the Six of Cups. Dude, listen, especially with the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords being next to each other, like, him, and I feel like both of you have been working on yourselves so much. It's starting to get to this point, like, the separation is always uncomfortable, but now you're at this point where it's like literally excruciating being and it's to this, like, I have all this awareness, I have all the tools, and now I'm just ready to start making the effort. And yes, it's been a long time coming, but the sun is there, okay? The sun is there, and he is ready to come in and make an offer, okay? Now, we do have make the effort, and very soon. So I'm telling you, it's going to happen sooner than you think it is. But you also need to get out of your head, because the storyline that I'm kind of seeing is when he starts opening up to you, and like, you also have to remember, like, as hard as it is for us to pour out our feelings and our emotions towards our DM, or our partner, whoever it is, like, it's hard being vulnerable with emotions. So when he comes back in and starts laying out the star, the King of Swords, and the Page of Cups, like, don't be resistant towards it and start questioning and doubting if he really means it. Because this is the moment that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for the truth, right? And now he is ready to bring that truth to this table. Because we do have keep an open mind with unrequited love. And I feel like they're calling you out. They're calling you out.
Yep.
They're telling you that your past and your conditioning to unrequited love. They're saying, open your mind to, what if he is telling the truth? What if he really does love me and we don't have to be in separation anymore? What if I don't actually have to move away from him? Right? I can get outside of my head and just choose to flow down these peaceful rivers of the divine love that Spirit has finally brought to my I was about to say doorstep, but they're like dinner table, so I feel like y'all are going to devour each other, but whatevs, But we do have the World card here too, and this is about completing those cycles of unrequited love, okay? It's saying, keep your mind open to a different narrative, to a different storyline, and understand that the way that he's choosing to show up now is different than he has in the past, okay? And I'll tell you, especially, hold on, let me bring him back out so we can remind you, okay?
Oh, definitely calling you out. That's exactly how I felt.
Knight of Cups and the Emperor, right? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, baby. Be patient. I'm coming home. He says, okay? He's coming for your ass. I have not forgotten you. How could I? And listen, whether you have met up recently in the physical, or if you have recently had a dream, but he says, it was so nice seeing you. It reminded me of the connection we have. It scares me because my heart feels like it's going to leap out of my chest. How do you always have this effect on me? You have this effect on him that he cannot get rid of. And every time you come into his energy field, whether it be in the physical or in the 5D, you reactivate him every single time. He can't stay away from you anymore. The separation is killing him, okay? He is ready to come home. Mm-hmm. He's ready. It will happen sooner than you think, okay? So just understand that, but get outside of your head and thinking that this is going to repeat itself, because it's not.
I got a final message for you. Are you done, Jess?
I'm done.
I got a final message for you, Nicole. Again, Spirit's calling you out. Just saying.
Did you see this comment, bro? She said, He drove by my house and I was outside. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow. That's hilarious. There's your confirmation. So 10, right? Completion. I never know how to say this word. Scythe. That's what this little, the Grim Reaper thing.
It's a
Okay.
scythe.
Scorpio energy as well. Okay. So here is your message. There is a need to cut through something in your life. While this may be shocking in the moment, it leads way to a great harvest. The dark and the light side of this card. Sudden, dramatic events are rarely enjoyable. Yet the scythe reminds you that they too are part of the cycles of life. After the pain, Nicole, comes the reward. They want me to read the timing of this card. This card represents the first harvest of August Eve, showing the first harvest of the wheat. This is the time for starting to enjoy the abundance of reaping what you have sown over the previous year. It can also represent late afternoon. Did he drive by in the late afternoon? All right, and one more. Did he drive by in the afternoon? Okay. Spirit Keeper of the West. It's a beautiful fucking card. They say that this is how fucking beautiful you are, Nicole. Transformation, Scorpio season. Let's get it, Scorpio. I love the Scorpio energy. Transformation, letting go of the old. Initiation. Oh my God, Nicole, you are going through your initiation for twin flame union. That's what's happening right now. This pain that you're feeling is the last little bit of your initiation. You know how like in fraternities they like beat the frat brothers' ass as their initiation into the brotherhood? This is your initiation, okay? So just keep going, girl. Illumination and harvest. Gather your inner resources. If it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead. Trust your heart. Chaos brings positive change. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Almost all change comes out of turmoil. Don't be concerned if there's confusion in your life. It will all work out. Your spirit, your native spirit wants you to know. In the medicine wheel, the west is the direction that symbolizes the fiery setting sun, autumn and waning moon, and the time of harvest. Out of the chaos arise illumination and transformation. In order for the new to ignite in your life, it's necessary to let go of the old. Sweep away the debris. The Spirit Keeper of the West reminds us to slow down our rapid growth and harvest what we have attained. In the autumn, leaves are burned to make way for new growth. Release the dross in your life to make way for the new growth. Imagine that all limitations and blockages in your life are flowing from your heart into the sun. As the sun sets, it carries with it your cares and concerns to be transformed by its purifying energy. Beautiful. Great messages to be like.
Beautiful, beautiful.
She did say that he drove by in the afternoon.
Spirit called him out too. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my God.
Michelle, you're up. You are
All right,
up, Michelle.
I've got to pee. Oh, I can't. Be right back. Oh.
You're welcome, Nicole. Absolutely welcome. Thanks for coming out. Any guidance Spirit has for me, general or twin flame? All right. We love us some Michelles.
Yes, we do.
Let me tell you. Michelle. I love that. And then what am I being called to for you? They've been wanting me to pull this deck out all night. You get it, Michelle. Follow the voice of your soul, a star ancestor. Just want to make sure that's all we got. Study progress and ground yourself. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh man, it just makes our hearts sing to be here for everybody, you know what I mean? I like it when Jess makes those noises, yeah.
I gotta stop drinking Red Bulls, y'all. Dude, for real though, what led to it, Danny? Was I in a meditation? Oh, and my freaking, what was it, my liver or kidney or something started vibrating, y'all.
Oh yeah.
And Spirit was trying to tell me something, like I thought I needed to go to the doctor, like I was like freaking out. They were healing my organs is what it was. They were healing me. And Danny meditated on it a little bit for me, and he heard diabetes, y'all, like for real though. And pretty much they were telling me that I needed to change like my diet and drinking so much like Mountain Dew and caffeine and stuff. It was trippy, y'all. It was a rude awakening, but it was pretty good. Look, come on now, Spirit. We've got some really, really great messages tonight, y'all.
For sure. It's been interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god. It sure looks like union season is upon us.
They said into 2019 and all throughout 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, is this one of the Michelle's we read for on your channel? Yeah. Okay. Good to see you again, Michelle.
This is the one only and original Michelle.
Oh, okay. I got you. OG Michelle. Got it.
Yeah, the big OG.
OG Michelle.
The Michelle of all Michelles.
You know what, y'all? I ate before we started reading, but every time we get done reading, I feel like I could eat a whole grocery store. I'm serious.
I know, there's a piece of lemon meringue pie with my fucking name on it. I almost
like, I don't know what happens, but I could eat you right now. Like, it's not service. One more for Michelle. Thank you, Spirit.
I'm still calling y'all mine.
What's that?
Y'all good if I go?
Oh, go.
Couple things. Things a little scattered right now on the 3D. Okay. I feel like you're being pulled in a lot of different areas, and there's a couple different concerns. Okay. Nothing to be worried about. It's just I feel very low wired. Okay, so first off, I would definitely be aware of any friendships that might be involving jealousy right now. Because we do have detox your friendships and release jealousy. So I kind of feel like there are people like affecting things. And I would, especially when it comes to your twin, I would pay attention to if you are talking to anyone about this relationship or this connection or whatever it may be, and you feel that twinge of jealousy, be aware of that energy, okay? Um, and I feel like it's more of just, I don't feel like it's necessarily like ill will. It's just because they want that kind of connection in their life. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. I do feel that you are in like self-preservation mode right now, with the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're just ready to get the ball moving. Like you have all these ideas and this energy kind of flowing that you're kind of wanting things to have more of a clear direction, is what I'm hearing as well. Um, I do have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there are certain areas of your life where there are some karmic cycles that are being brought to your attention that are still affecting your heart being completely open to the connection in your life. I do see that some of this weight is starting to come off, and you might be getting a little bit more rest, but I still feel like your mind is super like active right now about a lot of the responsibilities on your plate, even though these are reversed. I feel like because of these priorities and all these things going on in your life, like it's almost this feeling of, do I have the room for this right now? Like, do I have any more like ability to take on this? So there's a little bit of a blockage there, okay? Um, so okay, had some family issues come up. So just pay attention to those things, because the family issues might be very well like what's kind of pulling you and your emotions back, okay? And that's what they're bringing up. But again, have a clear direction of where you want to focus that energy, okay? You have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Temperance. So, I mean, listen, the union energy is completely there. The love and the cooperation with each other is very much in full bloom with you. I do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers as well. So, there's obviously new things in the work for both of you, but that's really not the message that I want to focus on. These are just all the little things that are going on around you, okay? Um, I really would pay attention to your dreams at this time and work on your visualization skills, because they're wanting you, especially when it comes to, having a clear picture and direction with your energy. It's focusing on that positivity, faith, and optimism towards your dreams, okay? And abundant dreams. Because we do have the windfall of abundance, the savings card, which I was like, okay, so what are we kind of talking about? And they want you to save your strength, okay? Because the conscious consumer came out with a door to the infinite and opportunity. So you need to be more conscious of where you're placing your energy and where you're placing your focus, because there is a door that is opening up for you that is not only going to bring this windfall of abundance, but it's going to bring more of an abundant mindset when it comes to your partnerships, okay? And you need to really protect yourself and your white light bubble, because really open to outside influences right now, and this could be why some of these lower vibrational energies are coming in. I do feel like with the no more complaining being reversed here, which I normally don't read these reversed, but I feel like you have gotten a lot better about using your words wisely and catching yourself more quickly when things start to, hit the fan and you're getting really frustrated with the people in your life and you're like, oh no, Michelle, don't say that. You know what I'm saying? And you're starting to tune back into love more quickly. But I do feel that you need to believe that this windfall of abundance it's already here. It's on its way. You're starting to see the little signs and synchronicities that the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups is coming, right? That the ability and the opportunity for that partnership to be here is coming. It's already happening. But you also need to believe and reserve your strength and your energy, so when this door and opportunity opens up for you, you will have the clear conscience and the abundant mindset to take on these opportunities and protect it for what it's worth. Okay, that's what I got. I'm out.
Danny, can't hear you.
My turn. Yeah. All right. We'll end with the Empress on her channel.
We're over here.
Yeah, but all right. Been through the shadow work. Been through surrender. Action in reverse, which is good. Don't need no action. Released fear. Releasing contemplation. You know what you want. You're good. You know what you want. You're good. And what comes in the end? Healing. Healing. Really, I got all kinds of stuff around healing on my table right here. I've got brown bear spirit. Take time out. That's not my dog growling. That's it's my gut. Or no, it is my dog. Take the time out. Take the time out. It's saying, look, nothing is wasted. Everything is good. Everything that you've been doing is exactly what needed to be done. If anybody that I know, Michelle, you are an amazing nurturer. All right, not only to others, absolutely to others, but to yourself. You are worthy of that. You're worthy of the attention that you give yourself. And really, Spirit right now is saying you need to give yourself some attention as well. I think that was the same message that we got last time for you, I think. Or that it was like you need to study the progress in grounding yourself, right? Study the progress and grounding yourself. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. Oh my fucking God, Michelle, you are love in your daily activities. All hard. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. That's a whole lot of great, good manifestations. All right? But when it comes to grounding yourself, or paying attention to the now, taking your socks off, putting them in the grass, taking time out, going to the beach, putting your feet in the water. That's going to allow you, and I'll read the ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's and divine feminines can do this, they have an amazing way of doing that, just floating off into the clouds, right? Or getting caught up in caring so much for other people that they don't take the time to care for themselves.
Main message I got over here.
Yeah, although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. And then everything starts to shift, right? Once you take that time and you ground and everything, you become still. Right? And what is that Bible verse? Become still and know that I am God. Become still and know that I am here with you, right? Here to guide you. Here to guide you to your big dreams. And dream big, Michelle. If there ain't anybody on the fucking planet that deserves everything they could ever want, and I'm pretty sure you already have it. I'm pretty sure you say, I feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm in love, even though, that person that I really care for isn't here yet, right? Everything that I could ever want, I have it because I have so much love in my life. And you know what Spirit does when He looks upon His children of that are heart guided, right? That follow their heart voice, and that's what this card is. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. When you are guided by your heart, Spirit has all kinds of blessings that they want to bestow upon you. Wishes fulfilled. Releasing the things that do not serve you, right? And that message of love. So, wishes fulfilled. What I keep getting from them too, nothing is wasted. Everything has brought you to this point. You are so in love and in tune with yourself, and all you need to do is, what do you want? What do you want, Michelle?
That was the main message I got too. Clearly decide what you want it comes to you now.
We want exactly now. We want to give you exactly what you want, but you need to write that shit down.
You have to get to know yourself. And isolate yourself so that you can get to know yourself and clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. A main message for you is to be. There is so much earth energy over here. You need to be in the now. Don't think about the past. Don't think about how you're going to figure out the future or pay for a bill or take care of anything outside of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about how whatever you want in your big dreams is going to come to you. You just need to communicate that stuff. You need
spirit job.
You need to put it out into the universe, and then you just let go of it. All right?
Because just like I told somebody earlier, the universe can only give you what you are, who you are. If there is doubt in your manifestations, the universe has to. The universe has no choice but to reflect that doubt back to you.
Yeah. And the last card I have for you is forgiveness. Now, the message coming off of this card I didn't know until right now. And that message is like self-love, regardless of you saying, oh, well, I didn't know and I'm sorry. Or, oh, I thought I was clear, but I didn't, and don't get yourself down.
Yep.
Do not, watch self-talk always. You are a fucking huge ball of love. Mm-hmm. Make sure you are absolutely in line with that vibration of any kind of, any, oh man, I should have known that. No. You love yourself because at every step in this road that we're on, that message of love that you needs to come from within and from yourself, and you need to honor yourself for every stage, because the angels, they're up in heaven, and all they're doing is oh my God, everything is perfect timing. Everything is in perfect timing. Everything is all the lessons that you're learning are in perfect alignment with everything. You've done everything that you can do, and you need to love yourself for every step of this road, even if it was like, oh shit, I thought that really weird thought, and or I didn't, I forgot to do something, and don't be hard on yourself. Every step of this journey, you've done amazing. So just dream big and communicate that, because spirit.
And the universe is gonna keep giving you that lesson, right? That Danny was just saying, the lesson of forgiving yourself and embracing those lower moments. The universe is gonna keep making shit happen and making shit seem bad until you embrace it. It's gonna keep happening until you learn how to love, until you choose to love and get to know yourself and clearly decide what you want and be in the now.
So dream big, Michelle. It's time. It's time to put that vibration out there, and spirit wants to know what you want so they can bring it to you. That's what I got.
And pretty much I got one other final message. So the time has come for you to clear your energy. In a nutshell, that's what we've been talking about. Clearing your energy, okay? Isolating yourself from people, places, and things that are not in alignment with what you are trying to manifest. Because look at this. This is your current energy, okay? So much earth energy. Look at all that green. So much heart, the heart chakra. So much heart. So much momentum built in this manifestation that you are trying to bring into the 3D, okay? But there's also this, okay, I just showed you 4 cards, right? There's this one energy, this one card of regret, of loss, of lack, of misunderstanding, of unrequited self-love, of an unserving story that you're telling yourself, a judgment, a label that you placed on yourself in the situation that you're in, the experiences that you have. That is, you're still creating this, even though you got fucking the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, balance, alignment, abundance, an abundant heart, abundance from within and without, right? And then there's this one, okay? The time has come to clear your energy so that spirit can bring you all of this that you have been manifesting. Now, there is someone or something, I feel like it's a person, that is around you, this Knight of Wands, that is around you that is more manipulative because they know that they can do it. Because they know that they can make you say sorry, because they know that you're going to give in, because they know that you're going to feel bad, because they know that they can get what they want out of you, okay? But look at all this momentum that you've built. So the next time that person comes and creates an experience, remember that lesson's going to continue to repeat until you choose you, until you choose love, until you get to know yourself, okay? Until you put your foot down, and until you embrace those lower emotions so that they can be transmuted into independence, into love, okay? But if you can isolate yourself from this person or this situation, that's going to help a lot, but it's all really going to come down to the thought, transmuting the thought, transmuting the emotion, sitting with the emotion, feeling the emotion, sitting with it, okay? And then taking different actions and approaching it differently. And what's going to help you with doing that or dealing with this person or situation that does make you feel like this right here, that stresses you out, because look what's behind you, the Two of Cups, right? Crap, what was I saying? Oh, and just like I told, I think it was Kelly earlier, maybe Nicole, taking this girl right here, you see this girl right here? This is what you got to give her. This is what she wants. This is you. This is what you want. This is what you want to give yourself. This is a lesson in the time loop. It's like a loop. You're stuck in a loop, okay? It's a loop that continues to repeat with different people. different experiences, different circumstances, but it's the same energy. It's coming over and over and over again. I got the Three of Swords in the reverse. I mean, sideways, right? Because it's a loop. And until you make the choice, Judgment in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse, the Hangman, and then the Three of Pentacles. Until you make the choice to step into this, this is where a divine masculine energy is really going to be beneficial. 3D, taking action, anything that's outside of yourself to get you out of this energy right here, to love yourself. This is the part of you, this girl right here, she's the part of you that gives you your strength, your motivation, who you are, just like I told Kelly or Nicole earlier. This is the you that you need to embrace, that you need to love, okay? And until you see this loop that's been happening, this time loop, this standstill, from a different perspective, you're going to continue to be tested on this, okay? So whatever that person, place, or thing is, or even if it's just a false self-limiting belief, it's time to look at it, feel it, and love this part of yourself. Love this situation, these circumstances, whatever it is. You got to love it, okay? Because it's your strength. It's all the strength that you've been looking for, that you've been missing. It's inside of you. And you want you to look at it and see it from a different perspective and love it and bring a light final message, bring a light-hearted energy into it, okay?
Amen.
All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed your message. I thought it was very beautiful as always.
Super
With
beautiful.
you, Michelle. And we love you. Is there anything else, you guys?
I think we're going to close.
Can't hear you, Danny.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I think we're going to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And I'm going to close off. I'm going to do a little closing ceremonies for us more so than everybody. But thank you, Spirit, so much for giving us this opportunity to share your words and your intentions for all those beautiful souls out here that gain guidance. Thank you for all those souls that came into the chat that also gain guidance from other people's messages as well, because these are messages from Spirit and they are there for their blessings, right? So we thank all of them as well. And truly at this time, we would ask that all the energy that was sent to us from others, that energy is sent back to them in order to not fragment those souls and those vibrations, those energies. We send that energy back to them, and we receive our energy that may have been sent out in transmission. We bring our energies so that all are whole within this sacred circle. And as we close off this ceremony, we ask that any other ties that are attached to us be severed and capped with the eternal flame, right? Cauterized by the eternal flame to ensure that, oh, there we go. All energies are whole in each energetic match, right? And with that, we thank you so much, Spirit, for this time shared between all of us. And we love you so, so much. Miigwech.
Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I think my first live readings on my channel, I couldn't have asked for it to go any fucking better. Beautiful messages, beautiful energy, beautiful questions. I'm really proud of you guys. We're in Scorpio season. Shit is about to change. Shit is going to come up for healing, for transmuting, for transformation. Embrace it, okay? The cycles that we've been going through, the time loops, you guys, they're all coming to an end, okay? Step into your power. other than that, thank y'all again for being here. Danny, I love you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Sending you all nothing but motherfucking love, baby.